All right, guys, it's Tuesday. We have our Olympic lifting for strength work today. We're gonna match the same thing we did for last week, except last week we did cleans. Okay, so the snatch is that wide grip. Remember, you want the bar to start, if you were to stand up with it, it starts as wide as the bar will be in the crease of your hip. Okay, so once you know your grip, the bar is gonna be starting on the ground, feet under the hips. And what we're gonna do is picking the bar up off the ground, imagine there's weights on here. I pull it 2 inches off the floor, pause for 2 seconds, and then finish with a pull. Okay, if it's light, you might end up with a high pull, but the main thing here is as you pull, you end up extended all the way up, shrugged on your toes, and if you need to, you'll finish with a little pull. You don't want the bar to bounce away from you. Okay, so you're gonna do that 2 times. So if you need to drop the bar, kind of reset, set up, 2-second pause, pull, and then the final one is gonna be a power snatch. Okay, so it's 2 of the pulls followed by a power snatch. You're gonna do that every 90 seconds for 5 sets, building in weight. The main thing here again is quality movement. So the first 2, the pulls, are really just to like kind of grease the groove, focus on keeping a good bar path, good back position, okay? And then you get to finish the full movement with a power snatch, keeping the chest up. Okay, so 5 sets of that. If you have any issues with snatching, feel free to do cleans. Same thing we did last week, so it's easier on the shoulder. And if you're struggling to get that good hip contact, you can also work just from the hang position or just above the knee, right? This makes it a little bit easier if you don't go from the ground. So that's some scaling options. And let's talk about our conditioning. All right, guys, our conditioning today is a 12-minute AMRAP. It's going to be 3 ring muscle ups. I'll talk about all the scaling options for that. 6 lateral burpees over the barbell, and then 9 hang power snatches. All right, so 12-minute AMRAP. Again, with things like the ring muscle up, a lot of ways we can scale this. I want to give one note. Tomorrow in class, we are doing ring rows. Okay, so just think about that when you're thinking about scaling. So I love, and I talk about this all the time, I love doing bar variations, particularly the jumping bar muscle up, just to learn the feeling. It's still tiring, it's still using your legs and your arms together, right? So this is a pretty easy version. Look where my head is starting, so I don't have to jump too high. I tell people a muscle up is a functional way of getting out of a swimming pool or jumping over a wall. So you set up a box, you jump, get yourself into support, and then lock out. Even if it's easy, you can go basically all the way up. Okay, that's fine too, but you're learning the feeling. As you get better, you can get the bar higher and higher, so you have to be more aggressive, and then eventually work to a band. There's only 3 reps per round. So again, today's a good day to work on that, assuming there's space in class. Another version that works pretty well, again, if you're not great at pull-ups, use a lower bar and do a burpee pull-up. So you get the push at the bottom, okay, little hip action, jump, chin over, and you can do 3 of those per round, okay? Something like that. You can also do a banded bar muscle up, or you can do banded chest to bar if you want, just again, keeping in mind the ring rows tomorrow, but it's only 3 per round, okay? So band in, I can do a banded bar muscle up, that's the advanced version, okay? Or you can just start working on banded chest to bar, okay? Something like that. So again, a lot of options here, only 3 per round. Have fun with it. From there, we got the grunt work. This is gonna be 6 lateral, meaning I'm gonna be parallel to the bar, burpees over the bar. So when you come over, 2-footed jump, you don't have to stand up all the way for 6 reps, okay? After that, we're gonna go to hang power snatches. This will be tiring because it's 9 reps. Ideally, something you can link the bar together, so find your grip. We warm this up in the strength portion, but you're gonna stand up, set yourself, power snatch, but ideally you catch it and go right into your next rep. So that barbell cycling from movement to movement, all right? Same as in the strength. If you have any issues with snatch, go to a clean and do this in a clean position. But again, choose a weight that's on the lighter side that you can cycle through with some speed, all right? So that's the strength or the conditioning. We do have a finisher as well. All right, guys, more posterior chain work for our finisher today. 2 rounds, 10 reps each. It's gonna be weighted good morning. So you can go out of a rack for this if you want, but a weighted good morning is gonna be the barbell on your back, okay? I'll actually show it to you from the side. Feet are under the hips, okay? Chest tall, push the hips back, okay? Keep your back nice and flat. If you have tight hamstrings, you're not gonna have as big of a range of motion. So again, never round the back here, all right? So if you have good flexible hamstrings, I got pretty decent hamstrings, you can work that range of motion pretty big, okay? But you wanna avoid a lot of knee bend as you go down. It's not a squat. So the knees just unlock and everything else in there is just hips going back, okay? So you're gonna do a set of 10, and then you're gonna do 10 each side suitcase deadlifts. So it's gonna be with a kettlebell, okay? You're gonna do 10 each side, again, watching from the side. Similar position, the knees are only slightly bent, most of the tension's in my hamstrings, and a flat back. So I'm gonna stand up, squeeze my butt, back down, okay, for 10 reps. So the suitcase deadlift, I have to work on that core control because it's only on one side. So trying to stay nice and square in the hips. That's it. That's your finisher for today, guys. See you tomorrow.